All right, welcome back to the Prepare to Compete podcast, where we talk all things veterans benefits, real estate, entrepreneurial services, and we're back with Mr. Eddie Chavez here. So again, Eddie, listen, sir, I know we talked about the 5 C's of creditworthiness and so on and so forth, which was excellent. I really appreciate you breaking that down for us. So we're kind of navigating our way to the financial planning of a business owner, right? Talking about the incorporation, talking about the terms, talking about creditworthiness, loan programs. But I think there's a big, huge hot topic right now that veterans, I think, need a little bit more access and in-depth information with, right? I think we talk about the SBA. The SBA, right? Can you give us a little bit more insight of what is the SBA, and also what are some of the programs that they offer?
Yeah, the SBA, Small Business Administration, is a loan program that provides a guarantee to financial institutions to provide lending to small businesses. I think a lot of times the misconception is that the actual SBA is lending the money. That isn't the case. The SBA is just providing that guarantee for the financial institutions to provide that funding to small businesses. And through those different loan programs, as we talked about veterans and having access to that capital through SBA financing from your from a lender, there are programs through the SBA 7A loan, for example, that allows you as a veteran owner to have reduced fees or eliminated fees, right?
Yeah.
Being a veteran, so that's very important to know. Talk to your local bank, financial institution about some of those things. But understanding the different loan programs, right, and what you need to qualify for those loans, or what you're going to be using the loan for, the purpose, right?
Yeah.
The purpose of the loan will help determine which SBA loan program would be best for you. A couple examples would be, if you're wanting to buy a commercial building, right? When we say for your business. We call that owner-occupied commercial real estate.
Oh, wow. Okay.
You can get an SBA 504 loan, for example, through that loan program with as little as 10% down.
Oh,
right?
wow.
And that's huge because a conventional type of loan may require 20 to 25% down, but utilizing the SBA 504 loan program can allow you to get into that property with as little as 10% down through that owner-occupied commercial real estate. When we talk about owner-occupied, we're saying you as the business is occupying that space that you're buying.
Wow. Okay. So, and this, let me hear you out, right? So, in this actual loan product of the SBA, you're saying that instead of actually coming up with the 25% that's going to be needed for commercial use of the business, only going to need 10%.
Correct. Yeah. And then the SBA says that only actually 51% of the space needs to be occupied by your business. So you may encounter a property where it may have tenants, right? But if your business occupies at least 51%, that is considered owner occupied.
Wow.
So that's another huge thing to understand as a business owner as well. And then you can get into that property with as little as 10% down through the 504 loan program that the SBA, through that SBA loan program that your bank will assist you with.
Wow. Okay. Listen, you guys. I don't know if you guys are really, digesting this here. Mr. Chavez just basically put out that you can utilize this SBA loan as almost a multi-family home like loan product, right? For business, but it's not necessarily that. You have to occupy 51% of that commercial use building for your business, but be able to have tenants in your other space, correct?
Yeah, 49% can occupy the space through tenants and generate rental income.
That's amazing.
Absolutely.
So
and still be owner occupied.
And still be owner occupied, and still be able to use your business as the primary. That'd be your primary location, correct? Mm-hmm. So again, that right there, I think right there is a huge opportunity for veteran business owners and just business owners just in general to be able to have a home or have a location that they call home for their business. right?
Absolutely.
And I don't think a lot of people have that in general, because a lot of businesses are utilizing virtual spaces to be able to have their obviously the mail or anything else go to, and that's okay. And it's not a bad thing. It's just, if you want a home for your business, this is a great product to have.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
And understanding the purpose of the loan would determine the loan program that you're going to want to utilize, right? Another loan program, as we mentioned, we talked about the 7A loan program earlier, right? The benefit of that loan program is you can use it for working capital, you can use it to buy equipment. That program you can actually also use to buy owner-occupied commercial real estate for as well, which is great, that 7A loan program. But also you can use a 7A loan program for business acquisition, if you want to buy out a partner.
Hold on, stop right there, please. So business acquisition, so when we're talking about business acquisition, that is utilizing that loan product to purchase another business for your business, correct?
Yeah, maybe you want to buy out a competitor, or maybe you're an employee. You work for a company, you've worked for a firm, a small business for 10, 15, 20 years. The owner's retiring and they want to sell their business, and you want to buy that business. I've worked with many business owners that have bought the business that they were working at, and they're utilizing the SBA 7A loan program to buy the business that they spent their life working for.
Wow, that's fabulous. So now you get all the, again, accreditation of this business that's been established, years of service that this business has been established, by basically assuming it under the SBA 7A loan product.
Correct, yeah, being able to acquire the business. Acquire the business, right? Through acquisition, because that's one of the purposes or loan purpose that the SBA 7A loan program can be utilized for.
Oh wow, that's excellent.
Yeah, it's great to know as a business owner the options that are available out there.
Yeah, I'm still just mind blown. I'm sorry, I'm still just mind blown, because a lot of these products, a lot of people don't know about, and this here is a huge component that I think a lot of our viewers will love. I didn't mean to interrupt. Please, the other uses of the 7A loan.
Yeah, we said partner buyout, right? Say you and your partner own a business, and your partner no longer wants to be associated with that business. You can buy out that partner utilizing the SBA 7A loan.
Oh wow, okay.
So that's another great thing. Working capital, you can use it to buy equipment. The great thing with the 7A loan program is typically you can get longer terms, right? Okay. Whereas a traditional bank term loan may only offer a 5-year term to buy equipment. Through the 7A loan program, you can, through some lenders, you can go up to 10 years.
Wow.
And having a longer term equals lower payment and better cash flow for your business. So that's the importance of understanding the loan programs, whether it's SBA or even a conventional loan, is knowing the differences, having that education, talking to your banker so they can explain to you the different loan programs, the different loan types, so that way you can make an informed decision and say, this is the best loan for my business.
Wow.
If that makes sense. Because perhaps you may want to pay off that loan quicker, and a shorter term would be better, and a conventional could be better than an SBA loan in certain instances. It depends on the borrower, so or the business owner.
Fabulous. That's amazing. And I know the SBA. We talk about the SBA, the Small Business Administration. There's so many different resources in regards to the Small Business Administration, such as, again, entrepreneurial aspects of training videos, right? There's so many different things that we don't know. We always want to learn. This is a component where they can actually teach. There has mentorship programs specifically for veterans, right? Boots to Business. Those programs will actually mentor you into entrepreneurial leader yourself in the business world. There's again so many different components that can be valuable for a veteran themselves. Also, having the stamp of a veteran-owned business, right? I know that it's switched over a bit for the SBA qualifying as a veteran-owned business for certifications, but again, the SBA does a plethora of things that's it's going to be able to help support the business owner's financial landscape. So again, that's amazing. I really appreciate you giving us this information, because I learned something myself, and I hope you guys did too, because ultimately this is what we're here for. We're wanting to serve, and we're going to continue to go down these pathways to provide more information. So thank you so much, Mr. Eddie Chavez. With that being said, as a esteemed guest on Veterans for Veterans, we always appreciate our guests, and we always want you guys to make sure that you're family here. With being family here, we want you to make sure that you always come back and you're appreciated. And how we show our appreciation, we will go ahead and give you your first military coin here, and we appreciate everything that you've done for us.
Wow, I greatly appreciate this. This is a great honor. Thank you so much for this.
Thank you. And with that being said, listen, prepare to compete. It's a wrap.